Hi guys, my name is Dante, and welcome back to Outlandish Curiosity. So in the previous episode, we went through this spread and this one. So it starts raining right after it's been a very hot day and Gilbert was drinking water from the disc-shaped leaves. And now we have the frog being happy jumping in the puddles. Now you may have noticed I put a lot more details onto this first page, spent some time with that during the weekend. It's turning out pretty cool, but right now let's finish the whole scene with the rain and the frogs and the mysterious new figure appearing in the rain, creating abstractions for it. So, we have this page, so all kinds of frogs jumping in the puddles, and then there's the mysterious figure. And in the final spread, we have this going on. So this is the creature from this concept that I believe there was an episode about. So it's like a half monkey, half fox kind of thing, as far as I remember. So this is the kind of creature we get. It's been sitting here all sad, wet in the rain, and Gilbert is covering it with a blanket, making himself a new friend that appears to have become much more happy at this final page. So those are the things we should know for now. So let's start working on all of this, spread by spread. We need to follow the mood of this previous spread. We should have the same heavy, dense feeling of actual rain going on. As I think of it, maybe we should make the whole gamma a bit brighter and a bit warmer, because it feels a bit too heavy, like it's a war drama all of a sudden. But maybe even not, I'm not sure, we'll see. That's just some post-process. Couple of minutes of work. Right now we need to bring all 4 spreads to the consistent look. So let's do that here. Nothing new, I'm gonna be looking at the reference, choosing the same colors for the ground, for the foliage, for the aerial perspective, and for the clouds, cloudy sky, and for the Gilbert. So I'll try to not repeat the mistakes from the previous pages, and I'll work a bit differently on the way I put the spots on the canvas. Right now, I'm gonna make sure I add like big basic shapes of an overall like the darker color, I guess. That will be helpful, like this, so I wouldn't get this kind of moments. You see these white spaces between the spots that I created? That's the old, like this kind of version of colors showing through my new brushstrokes. And it will require like extra attention, so right now I need to make sure that I cover everything without these spaces. Cause like practically that's one thing that's been bothering me in this process. Highlighting the character with a high contrast like a boss, I think is gonna look pretty cool. Maybe we'll need to tone it down a little bit, like I wanna blend in some of the air perspective. At this big distance right here, even the ground will be reflective as well, not only the puddles. The ground is wet, so most certainly it will be reflective. trying to make a bit more sense with the foliage, and in here specifically kind of feels better when there's something going on in here. I don't know what that is, but I'm literally just solving the abstraction here. Let's add a bit stronger rain perspective in the distance like this. Alright, I think this is it for this page. On the abstraction level, it seems to be working out pretty well. One thing I just thought about though, as I said, abstraction level, we need to add some kind of flower here. This page will be filled with yellow ones, which kind of makes sense that the same flower would be spreading around in one area. And in the distance we get other ones showing up, but they're not dominant. Alright, something like that. Let's move on to the second spread. Now, in here we'll have the monkey fox shown in much greater detail, full height Gilbert, and several grounds of the foliage. In the very foreground, in the middle ground, in the background, there will be several layers. So let's go ahead and solve that. Now let's add the road in the back over there, the way it would look from this angle, like this kind of landscape. So the camera would be facing like over there onto this road in the back. Boy, so much details, so much different colors. Does it make sense without outlines? It actually kind of does already. Trying to make the scene a bit more interesting, because initially it had that flag composition: sky, grass, soil, grass. I'm trying to add some variation to it. Even though we are like at the side of the road, it doesn't mean that the nature should also go in that direction with the road. Decided to add a bit more air perspective to the scene. Feels a bit more dramatic, romantic. So why not increase the contrast, since the background doesn't matter at all in this particular scene. I think we should actually like show some of the jumping frogs back there as well. Kevin always says that it's important to show continuity between the pages, so the time of the day, the angles, like if something was visible at a certain angle on one page, then at another angle it may be visible as well. Like you should think through the actual world that connects the pages together. I want to have this a bit more cozy, like maybe there will be some kind of tall bush or a short tree in that area, because it feels like there's something missing, like we need to cozy it up for this particular scene. Alright, I think we're done for today. Overall, when I zoom out a lot, I kind of can believe that this is the final colors, although kind of can't trust this consistently bright carpet of the grass right here. Something's wrong about it. That's not the way a carpet of grass works ever. And in jungle, it's hard to find a grass like that at all. It's not someone's lawn. Well, actually, even this mess looks much better than what it used to be. Like, way better. There. This is cool. Interesting, like, this is such a mess, but I did a lot of work. Like figuring out the contrast to make things look interesting, a lot of decisions, and I'm not done yet, it's just that the episode is over. There's more work to do, gradually increasing detail. But yeah, I think overall for today we have a pretty cool job done. This is what we have. Pretty cool. I love these landscapes. They feel really interesting with reflective puddles and the contrast between the orange road and the green foliage. Looking quite interesting, and occasional bright flowers here and there make it even better. But you guys tell me what you think. Looking forward for your comments. And also, I thank you for watching if you did. I guess you did if you're here. Leave a like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Help the brother out. Do whatever you want. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. This is fun. This will be one of the most complex pictures from this chapter, this new chapter. Full height characters interacting with each other. But also the most interesting, obviously. An actual, like, action going on. Really cool.